It's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 71 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that's incomplete. And on a different topic, don't forget, yes, we have the Super Bowl. Also had the Madden Bowl leading up to the big game. Eric Berry, 2nd year in a row, won that beating Dak Prescott.
And those guys are really, really competitive in playing those games. So don't think that Eric Berry didn't really enjoy it. But in the, what do they call it, the Madden Major Series?
I call it the non-athlete series.
Well, not athlete, but way more competitive even than the players playing. How about that championship?
Yeah, Chris W. McFarland beating Eric Problem Wright took home his share of just $250,000. And by the way, online qualifying now open for the Madden Challenge, the 3rd event of the Madden 17 Championship Series. Should be a lot of fun.
We need to start working on our games. I heard that purse, $250,000.
Your ears perked up a little bit.
Definitely. Let's get to work.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They run the play fake to Cole. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Trevor Davis, deep for Green Bay. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. One thing's for sure, with Jordy Nelson, you can't fault his toughness. And we saw that on display in the NFC Championship game with that rib injury he played through.
To be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to play in the game. When I hear 2 cracked ribs, I just don't see that as a recipe for a guy being able to play wide receiver in a championship game. And he came back in about 2 weeks' time. You're exactly right. Excellent toughness, incredible toughness, and how about the production during the game? He was a factor, especially early.
Yeah, scored a touchdown, 67 yards as well.
I don't know about you, but every time I see Ty Montgomery carry the ball, I have to admit it. I get a chuckle out of seeing number 88 at the running back position.
Probably have to change that going forward. Will they build around him at that running back spot?
I think that's one of the great questions and a little bit of a mystery because you know they want him to be a running back next year. Mike McCarthy, the head coach, has said that. But will he be the main running back? What are they going to do with Eddie Lacy? Are they going to address it in the draft? I think he'll be a vital piece, and I'm not sure he'll be the one.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long. As we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look.
319.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost...
The Falcons going to use another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. Touchdown, Packers! Jordy Nelson from 8 yards out, and the Packers have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Yeah, here now come the Falcons. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll be 1st down, Atlanta.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tamme as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And to give this time to the tailback. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to... And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. So out come the Falcons now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Stays on his feet. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a cut to the right and some open field here. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They get 31 yards that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. They get 31 yards that time, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through. So that's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing now, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yards left for the offense. It's second down. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So the D-line's going to spread out. Adams, the man in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. On the sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, we play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Shift together here from the D-line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They will run again with Coleman. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So, fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Caught by Sanu. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 14 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll take this in. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. In motion right comes Cobb. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this score will stay.